Hi folks, it's Kelvin here. We run coach for Leeds and surrounding areas as well as online coaching. In this little video, I'm going to talk about training zones and why people get it wildly wrong most of the time. So that's quite a big statement there. I'm not usually sort of calling people out for getting things wrong, but at the moment I'm seeing over and over again people training to zones and they're missing two fundamental points of training in zones. Or maybe even three. I've just kind of thought of another one there. And I think the first one is that they often default, when someone says zone 2 training, people default to thinking about heart rate. So they think about heart rate zones, and zone training is all about heart rate. And it's not. It is a little bit about heart rate, but we also have zones of pace, and we also have zones that are a rate of perceived exertion. So there are different ways to measure effort. And this is where the challenge comes with heart rate zones. Most people, they get two things wrong. The first one is they use the default heart rate zones that are set on Strava, Garmin, whatever, TrainingPeaks. So whatever platform they're using, they just use the default heart rate zones, which are a million miles away, almost always. And the other thing is they're just using the optical sensor on the watch. So they're not using like an optical armband or a chest strap. And the optical on the watch isn't accurate enough to train by. So only use heart rate zones if, one, they're set correctly. So you know how to set heart rate zones yourself, usually based on lactate threshold 2, not maximum heart rate. Or you've had a coach who knows how to set heart rate zones, set them for you. And even then, when we go out and train, we're actually training to rate of perceived exertion and then checking in on heart rate periodically, maybe throughout a run, but mostly we're using heart rate in retrospect. So after the run, we're checking in to see where the zones sat in terms of time in heart rate zones. And the reason for that is the difference between somebody's top end of zone 2, so LT1, when they're fresh and when they're fatigued, can be as much as 10 BPM. So it's something that we just use as a guide to maybe guide rate of perceived exertion, but rate of perceived exertion is the main metric that we use when we're training. So I hope this makes some sort of sense, and if you've got any comments or questions, please pop them down below. And for now, happy running!